Civic Education virtual class. I'm Mr. Femi by name. Our today's topic is Universal Declaration of Human Rights (UDHR). Talking about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights (UDHR) is a declaration adopted by the United Nations General Assembly on the 10th December 1948 at the Palais de Chaillot, Paris, in dealing with the worldwide application of human rights. That is, they want to put human rights into practice. Historical background of Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly on the on December 10, 1948, as I said earlier. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is based on ideas that came into its own during the Second World War. That is, after seeing the brutality of dealing with human beings during the Second World War, that is what brought about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This UDHR is the idea that there should be few common standards of decency that can and should be accepted by people, by all nations and cultures. That is, they have to put all the decencies in dealing with human being into practice. The Commission on Human Rights was made up of 18 members from various political, cultural and religious backgrounds. This was chaired by Eleanor Roosevelt, widow of American President Franklin D. Roosevelt. With her were Rene of France, who composed the first draft of declaration. The committee include Rapporteur Charles Malik of Lebanon, Vice Chairman Peng Chang of China, and John of Uprem of Canada, Director of UN Human Rights Division, who prepared the declaration blueprint. But note that Mrs. Roosevelt was recognized as the driving force for the declaration's adoption. Away from there, let's talk about the importance of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Let's look at the first one. The recognition and declaration of human rights is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. The second one, it is the last resort and a rebellion against tyranny and oppression. That is, when people are being subjected to brutality during the war, this brings about how they can kick against the tyranny and oppression of human beings throughout the whole world. The third one, it promotes friendly relation between nations of the world. It promotes friendly relation between nations of the world. That is, we can have human relation throughout the whole world. The fourth one, it promotes social progress and better standard of life in larger freedom. It acts like a guideline for human being in determining what is right and what is wrong. That is, this Declaration of Human Rights is to work that guide the acts of human being so that they can determine what is right and what is wrong. The sixth one, this Universal Declaration of Human Rights also provide a universal standard that holds governments accountable to the people. It makes that the government should be accountable to the people to make sure that the welfare of people in the society is their number one target. And the last one we have here is that Universal Declaration of Human Rights protect vulnerable groups from abuse. When we're talking about vulnerable groups, groups that do not have power on their own. Let's say, for example, in a society, we have the wealthy people and we have the poor. That is, we have the masses and the wealthy people. And talking about this, if you compare these two together, those that are vulnerable to oppressor are the masses, the poor people that cannot even kick against their own fundamental human rights on their own. So this Universal Declaration of Human Rights protects the vulnerable groups from any form of abuse, maybe abuse by the use of money, or abuse by the government, or abuse by the people in power, in position, in authority. This is what protects them from any form of abuse. This is where we are going to stop for today. See you next class. Bye.